All the major averages may be sitting at record highs, but you can bet investors will be nervously watching inflation data that we're getting this week. Still, our next guest says that value stocks have plenty of room to run. Joining us right now is top money manager and veteran value investor John Rogers. He's the co-CEO and chief investment officer of Ariel Investments. And by the way, the firm is celebrating the 35th anniversary of its flagship Ariel fund. And John, it's great to see you. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, it's great to be here. This 35 years has gone fast.
It's gone fast and yet slow, I'm sure, at the same time. You know, watching what you've been watching over the last 35 years as you've been doing this, even longer at the firm, you've always been a value investor. When you see the averages at new highs like this, is it far more difficult to find value? What do you see when you look around right now?
Well, it really is a tale of two markets. You know, the broad market we think is quite expensive. We think the NASDAQ's quite expensive. The FANG stocks are quite expensive. There's all kinds of signs of excess out there with the IPO market and the SPACs. But there are pockets of opportunity and some really cheap value stocks in our sort of mid-cap specialty space, especially companies that are involved in sort of the marketing of consumer products, companies in the media, companies in the sports arenas. There's lots of opportunity.
Like what? Let's talk through some names.
So, our favorite right now is Mattel. We think Ynon has done an extraordinary job of turning that business around. And quarter after quarter, I think it's 6-7 quarters in a row, he's far surpassed expectations. He's brought Barbie back to life. He's doing wonderful things with American Girl and Fisher-Price and all the IP for the movies coming out next year. Mattel is an extraordinary value, we think, here today.
John, we spoke with Ynon just about a week ago. Maybe it was a week and a half ago when their earnings were out. But one of the things we talked to him about was those movie rights that you're mentioning. Because right now has been a great time for the toy makers across the board. Parents are willing to spend far more money on their kids. You think that these are more lasting changes, though, right?
I do think they're lasting changes. I was watching and hearing the confidence coming through in Ynon's voice. And, of course, we talk to him every quarter. And he has just been building confidence and giving us a sense that he thinks the stock is cheaper today than it's been any time in his tenure, which gives us a lot of enthusiasm. A lot of these neglected stocks seem to be orphaned here and where people really don't care.